everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at a British 24-hour ration. We've got a menu 16 from 2016. I bought this from MRE.com. For those of you who haven't checked them out yet, please do. They are a pretty good little site, and I've gotten some really good stuff off of them, and they've also sent me a couple things, you know, to review on the channel. So they've been very nice folks, and like I said, it's a good resource to find interesting rations. They also have a YouTube page, and they're kind of doing some reviews and some unboxing and so forth. So check them out. Let's go ahead and open up our package here. Nice big old cardboard box. All right. And then kind of like what we've done in the past with these, we'll look through everything, and then you know, I'll go ahead and go through and section everything out in what I think would be meals. All right. So starting off here, we've got the grapefruit flavored drink powder. This is actually one of my favorites. Tropical fruit drink powder, which isn't too bad. And then raspberry drink powder, also very good. We have some, what are these, lemon? Yep, lemon flavored sweets. Always give you a nice big old bag of those, and those are tasty. Oh, we got a fourth drink. We've got apple fruit flavored energy drink powder. I don't think I've particularly seen this one before yet. Beyond the Beaten Track. Huh. Oop. Little out of frame there. So yeah, that should be kind of interesting to try. Not a huge fan of apple flavoring, but you know, it should be okay. Mango cake. I don't know. These are okay. I haven't had a great bit of experience with these little cakes. They always just kind of taste artificial, but we'll definitely try it. Beyond the Beaten Track, just nuts. So this has peanuts, almonds, cashew. Oh, just peanuts, almonds, and cashews. Okay, so this is pretty good. Should be a good little nut mix here. Just nuts. All right, and we've got a little package of tissues. I actually use those. I'll put them in my day bag. All right, we got another drink mix. We have regular flavored hot chocolate. They like to, God, that's a lot of powder in that. Holy crap. That's, I mean, like, here's the powder line right there. That's a lot of powder in that. But anyway, they do a couple different flavored hot chocolate powders. I've had orange and mint, and I don't know, there's a few others. All right, so we've got Mexican tuna pasta. This is a big package here. I think I've had this before. I think I've had the Mexican tuna pasta. If I remember, it was pretty good, but I don't know. Everything runs together. We have roasted and salted peanuts. So we have our just nuts, and we have some more peanuts, and these are vacuum sealed in here. Again, Beyond the Beaten Track brand. That should be good. I do love good peanut. Here we go. We've got the oatmeal block. These are pretty good though. But yeah, the oatmeal block. Let's see. We've got some apple and cinnamon muesli with milk. This should be pretty good. It's funny because, like, I never really considered muesli all that much, but until I started doing some of these British rations, and I actually think I got some in a French ration too. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, you know, breakfast. And I'm not much of a breakfast person. Well, let me take that back. I like breakfast foods. I just don't like to eat them for breakfast. All right, so we've got Beyond the Beaten Track. We've got plain rice. Pretty decent package of plain rice here. And then This is actually the reason why I picked this one out. I wanted to see what the heck chili con carne was going to be like in a ration, so this should be interesting. And you notice on a lot of these, if you go back, the ingredients lists are always very small. I like that personally. It just makes you feel good to not see a bunch of weird things that you don't know how to pronounce. And finally, we've got our little bottle of hot diggity dog sauce. This is actually pretty cool. And there was a comment recently, I don't remember which ration it was off the top of my head, but the guy commented and he said, I worked at this plant. It was like the plant that makes this sauce he worked at, and it was in his hometown. I was like, that's awesome, man. That's actually really cool. And then serendipitously here, we get a little bottle of hot diggity dog so I can tell that story. And this is actually pretty good. Pretty good sauce. Excuse me. Then we do have our papers here. Little feedback prize entry form, which is actually pretty cool that they want feedback. And then these are also kind of neat. Little information sheets on some of the various menus, so you can kind of get a little bit of a heads up as to what's in them, I guess. So it doesn't look like they don't necessarily go over everything, but they go over a little bit. Alrighty, so let's we'll open our accessory pack here as well. There's always a lot of goodness in here. A lot of drinks. So we're up to 4, and then we're gonna have our coffees and teas. So we've got 4 beverage. We've got 4 beverage powders, a hot chocolate. We've got 2 teas and 2 coffees. So we've got a lot of drinks. Nothing wrong with that. It just is. We got our spearmint flavored chewing gum in a little resealable package, which is pretty cool. Here are some of the water purification tablets. 2 pretty good size antibacterial wipes. I actually like you get a little bit bigger. We've got the long tip matches with Striker. We have 4 creamers and 4 white sugars. And then finally, well, not so much finally, but we do have the nice spoon. Or spork. I actually like these. These are pretty cool. They're a little deep. You know, I wish they were maybe not quite as deep as they were, but it's a nice sturdy spoon, and you get the little added bonus of forking something. And then finally, this giant bag, which you can throw all your waste in. So these are very well thought out rations. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and section this up and get started on breakfast. So I'll be right back. All right, and we're back here. So kind of a small breakfast, but that's fine. We are gonna take a look at our apple cinnamon muesli with milk, our oatmeal block, and then our tea. Let's go ahead and start our tea steeping here. And listen, listen guys, listen. Let's have a talk about tea. So, I am a tea drinker. I prefer tea over coffee. Usually if I'm having coffee, it's normally like an iced coffee or something. I just, I'm not big into coffee. Just never really been my thing. So I drink a lot of tea. I drink loose leaf tea. I do have tea bags, but the reason I'm saying this is because I've had a lot of comments in the past about how I'm not steeping the tea long enough. Now, through the magic of editing, maybe not in the early videos, but I actually do try and steep my tea for at least 5 minutes. If you have to steep tea for longer than 5, 6, maybe 7 minutes, and it's still coming out weak, it's usually because the tea is either weak or the tea is getting old. So this ration was from 2016, okay? I'll work as I eat, I'll work as I talk. Get this muesli out of here for you. But this tea has been sitting in this bag, it's been sitting in a package, it's been sitting in that box for at least 2 years. Generally when we buy tea bags, you know, at the store, there's a little bag look. You know, we're drinking it normally pretty fast. Within a few months, I mean, every now and again we might, you know, have the stuff around a little bit longer. It looks like we got some pumpkin seeds in there as well, a couple little seeds. Doesn't smell of much, kind of a little light apple taste, but looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna add cold water to this. Some people I know like to use hot water. I'm just gonna use cold water. You're not weird if you like hot water. But anyway, I actually do take the time to steep my tea because I'm a tea drinker. However, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about British tea because British tea is good, and you know, you have some truly strong British teas out there, and that's great. This tea, unfortunately, and I think it's mainly just due to how long it's been sitting, it just isn't as strong. And it doesn't matter if I were to steep it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I've done that a few times. I literally have steeped it for 10-15 minutes to try and make sure it just wasn't me. But unfortunately, tea sitting in a tea bag doesn't last forever, and it doesn't stay strong forever. So again, I do generally steep my tea for at least 5 to 8 minutes. It does turn a nice color, but it doesn't always, you know, impart that strong taste, and that's okay. That's okay. Definitely not insulting a nation's tea. I know, very proud of your tea, and I love English tea. But, you know, this has been sitting in a bag, in a box for years. So, let's not get crazy here, folks. Here's our little oatmeal block. I'm gonna try just a little bit of this solo, and then I'll dip a little bit in my tea. Those are quite nice. Not super sweet. Just kind of I mean, they're not quite an oatmeal cookie. Maybe a little bit finer textured oatmeal cookie. But very good. Light sugar taste. It's just a nice little treat. I'll dip a little bit of that in my tea. That's quite good. Quite good. It's funny they just give you one of these little guys. I'd take a little package of these, eat them like tea biscuits. All right. Let's try it on muesli. This was apple cinnamon, right? Right, guys? See the package, apple cinnamon? Yeah. Like I said, looks like we have a few pumpkin seeds in there. Give us a little bit of crunch. There's our bite. Oop, there's pumpkin seed. It got me. That's nice. Very nice. Bit of a chew, though. I think in the past I've added a little bit of sugar to a couple of the mueslis I've had. This really doesn't need it. Definitely nice and has a nice, not a crunch, but it has that sort of chew that you know it's still fresh. Very light apple taste. Very small hint of cinnamon. Nothing too outrageous. That's, I think, here's one of the little apple pieces. Little apple piece there. This is just a nice, kind of light breakfast. Very tasty. Very tasty. I'm going to give our tea a sip here. It's got a nice color. It's got a nice smell to it. It's going to be hot. It's not bad. Not bad. Definitely, you know, again, not super strong. But it's a good honest tea. It gives you just a little, you know, a little bit of that flavor, not something overbearing. And again, you know, fresh or loose leaf, it's possible that tea is much stronger. But again, if I have to steep tea for 10-20 minutes, it's not worth it. So anyway, nice little breakfast here. I've enjoyed everything so far. As per the norm, we'll come back with a little lunch, a little afternoon tea, and our dinner. So I will be back with more stuff.